In this video, we're going to be talking about why goals are not the answer to achieving success and what you should do instead. Hey, I'm Richard, an 8-figure entrepreneur that enjoys eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner with my wife and kids every single day. We live on an island in the Caribbean, and I hated being poor. I'm willing to bet you do too. So why don't we dive in? I hear it all the time. People setting goals and then becoming frustrated when they don't achieve them. So in this video, I want to show you what to do instead of setting goals, because goals are just the first step. Anybody can set a goal. In fact, how many people do you think have set a goal to win gold in a race or in the Olympics or in some high-level athletic event? Well, probably every single person that's ever played. Right? So what exactly is the distinguishing factor between those that do succeed and those that don't even medal or get second or third place? What is the difference? Well, it's not the goal, because all of them had the same goal. So it can't be that. What I would say, it's the decisions that were made prior to that event taking place. And that can be a long list of boring, mundane decisions. But nevertheless, those decisions are the catalyst for what changes between a winner and a loser. Let's dig a little bit deeper. So when I started my journey as an entrepreneur, I was setting massive goals. I was setting these massive goals, but I was either coming up short and not achieving those goals and basically coming nowhere near what I thought was success, because I was measuring against that goal. And whenever I would achieve that goal, I would move, and I still do this, I would move the goalpost, right, to the next level of achievement. Now, let's compare business and Olympics. Okay, because I think business and Olympics have a lot of similarities. There's a lot that goes into starting, growing, and running a business, and there's an immense amount that goes into becoming a world athlete, an Olympic athlete. Now, when an athlete sets out with the goal of winning gold, that's their goal, they set out. And here's what they do. If they win the gold medal, here's what they do. Winning the gold medal takes these 3 things to align during one's entire life. Now, I said in the last 4 years because that's the time frame between the Olympic Games, but the reality is what you do your entire life adds up to your outcome. So every little decision actually makes a huge impact into what is happening in your life. Okay, so let's break it down one step at a time. When an Olympic athlete sets out to win gold, here are the 3 things that they're going to do no matter what. Number 1, they're going to have an unwavering commitment to take action on this goal. Now, that unwavering commitment can only be tempered by winning the gold medal. That's the only thing that can satisfy that commitment. So they cannot stop. It is physically impossible for them to stop prior to reaching that achievement. Now, in order to do that, they have to take the actions that an Olympic gold medalist would take. Now, I know that might sound obvious, but the difference between a silver medalist and a gold medalist is the fact that the silver medalist took action related to being a silver medalist. The gold took action related to being a gold medalist. The difference between the two is very, very real. It may feel like I'm slicing down an onion layer and splitting hairs almost between these two statements. But reality is, doing the things that win gold is what makes the gold happen. The second thing that every single gold athlete does is they create a consistent routine of action. So every day they are consistently marching on that goal. Now that goal of gold requires them to do the things that an Olympic gold medalist does. And in order to do that, that person has to create a consistent routine so that day in, day out, that is what they are producing. Now, the last step of an Olympic gold medalist is that they have to be willing to be guided by a coach that has already done it. Now, that may also sound obvious, but you don't get coaching if you're an Olympic athlete that really wants to win gold. You don't get coaching from a bronze medalist. You don't get coaching from a silver medalist. You get coaching from a gold medalist, somebody that has already seen what it takes to achieve that success, that level of success. They've already taken those action steps so they can literally speak into that aspiring athlete's life and say, here's what I did. Here's what a gold medalist does. Here is the routine. Here is the consistent action that they take. Now, in order for this to all work, you have to be willing to listen to a mentor. You can't, it's almost impossible. I can't say impossible, but it's almost impossible to be able to operate at that level by yourself. You have to have guidance and training because that gives you the insight and the direction and the focus to keep moving forward. So a lot of people think that setting a goal gives them the ability to achieve that goal. And so what ends up happening is we set goals in the beginning of the year, and then by March, by February, by January 20th, we haven't started seeing those goals come to fruition. And so we stop thinking about those goals. We get frustrated. We give up. We pull back. We remove ourselves from those goals. And so the reason that's a problem is because then we are no longer acting as a person that would achieve those goals. And therefore, we do not achieve those goals because we are not taking the consistent action that is required in order to achieve those goals. So knowing where you want to end, which is basically a goal, is step one. You have to have direction. You have to know where you want to go, but that's not it. In fact, everybody knows where they want to go. I just want to be financially free. I just want to have more time. I just want to have options for my family. Cool. So does everybody else. So what? So what? What does that matter to the world? Everybody else has that same desire. Everybody else has that same goal. Knowing where you want to be at the end is not how you achieve that. That's just the direction that you point. That's the compass that you center on where you want to go. The real difference between people that achieve and people that just know and never achieve is knowing who you have to be to get there, who you have to become to get there, and who you have to listen to get there. That is the key element in separating yourself from a silver and a gold. Achieving gold requires that you not only know the end point, you also have to know who you need to be, what you need to do consistently, and who you need to listen to. This is so true with business. In fact, it was absolutely fundamental for me to start understanding this when I got into the entrepreneurial game. I would consistently set these goals. Goal, goal, goal. Everybody was saying goal. Think about goals. OKR this. Results, results, results. And yes, you have to know where you need to go. Where do you want to end up? A wise man always said, if you want to know your outcome, then know what you're trying to achieve. You have to first know where you want to go. So that's definitely step one, but it can't stop there. You will just be like everybody else if you stop there, because knowing is not the answer. That is not the answer. That is actually step one of many steps. So let's sum it up. Commitment to the right action is the number one leverage point towards achieving our desired outcome. Remembering that every single time we face a decision we're unsure of, we don't know the right way to go or the right thing to do, just ask, what would the person that I want to become do in this situation? It's pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. And surprisingly, it works. See, this changes who we are, and it helps us align our actions with those actions of the person that we want to become. So how do we put this into practice? How do we get tangible with this? Well, number one, we need to ask that question. Number two, we need to have an unwavering commitment to taking these actions. Now, if we have those unwavering commitments on doing the things that the person we want to become does, then we are going to be on the right path to success. Now, if we go a step further, then we're going to take measurable, consistent action every single day. What that means is creating a routine. So first, we have to ask that question. Well, what would the person that I want to become actually do here? Second, we have to have an unwavering commitment to doing that. And then third, we need to make a routine around doing that on a consistent basis. Now, all of these become possible because you have a coach or a mentor or somebody in your life speaking into you that is guiding you and showing you what to do. You can't expect to know how to do the things or what to do if you've never done it before. It's very challenging. And so the fourth and final is find somebody that actually has already done or is where you want to be. That is the key. Those are the practical, tactical things you can apply right now. And tons of people are going to ask regardless, what do I do if I don't know what to do? Well, in that case, taking action can actually pull you the wrong direction. Here's an example. See, most people that want to start an online e-commerce business would start by creating a website. Seems like a natural thing, right? But based on my 12 years of experience, that would actually be a huge mistake. And it's going to cost you thousands and thousands of dollars and loads of time. And you'll probably get frustrated and just give up. So don't listen to the wrong action. Don't take steps in the wrong place. Make sure you find the right actionable items to do and avoid what I call the death wheel, which is working really hard on the wrong stuff. So, hey, listen, if you found this content valuable, then take action right now. One micro action that you can take is to smash the like button and sub to the channel. In this channel, I show you exactly what I do every day to create more time, more income, so that my family has options. And I'm talking about way more options than what you imagine is possible. I do this by building durable businesses, and these businesses create monthly cash flow. They're also a sellable asset. And most importantly, they give me the flexibility to live wherever the heck I want. And if you want to see the step-by-step of how I did that, just click the link in the description below. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.